Alrighty, and welcome. Let me clear my throat for a second because we are here with another league match. Gosh darn it, it's probably the fifth one we've casted today alone, but it's good. I'm here with Sleepy. What is up, man?
Heyo. Hey, how's it going, Silence? Good to see you again, bud.
Always a good time, and man, oh man, do we have a good match coming our way today. Ronin versus Ember.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I'm actually very glad we picked this one up kind of last minute. Should be a really good one to watch, and from the look of the first map, it's going to be an exciting one right out of the gate, so...
Oh yeah, completely agree, and also, we have some exciting stuff. Is that a motorcycle outside my freaking window? Okay, if you guys heard that, oh well, sorry. But we've got some really exciting stuff coming our way. We got the bans so far also. Everyone is still going in. But first off, the first ban that we got is Downfall. So, kind of ends right there. I believe that was Blaze's ban. And the other one that was a ban was... not Cargo. Sorry, it was... was Tanker. They banned Tanker and Downfall. So, yeah, no real surprises there for sure. So kind of good to see. And then we're going to be starting on Cargo. So any thoughts about these teams, Sleepy?
Both of these teams excite me to see their growth. Both of them pretty new. I think both of them was formed at the end of Season 5, if I'm not mistaken, or partway through. Maybe they both played the full season. But a lot of good players, individual players on each team. I've seen a lot of them in comp lobbies, night after night. So it's interesting. I'm interested to see these two teams duke it out here today.
Yeah, most definitely. And we got also, I mean, we got some more veteran players coming in, or people who are becoming now known as more veteran players. Olivio, for example, the captain himself on Ronin. I always have a hard time with that guy's name. Uh, but Sherlockan won. And then we also got Durfin, who, I mean, these guys are putting in, and Craze, are now all about at around 1,000 hours in the game, and that's when you really start hitting a good stride in this game.
Oh yeah, that type of hours placed in the game is definitely beneficial, and you start to see real playmakers coming out of the woodwork as they hit that hour mark. And I mean, that sounds like a lot of hours, but in this game, it's really not hard, especially on a good weekend when you don't really have much to do in the old personal life. You can take a few hours out and just disappear in this game for a while. It really is great.
It's great, especially because now, especially with being a part of this league, you're able to get to know each other. You see each other, everyone recognizes you, you say, hey, what's up? And you guys are really actually, like, really good friends. And so it's like, even though it's a video game, it's full 3D, and we get to kind of meet each other as close as basically we can get to actually meeting in 3D or in real life because of how almost realistic this is. And it's a great time.
Yeah, it truly is. And it's also great to be able to do this, which is cast these awesome matches and bring them to a stream and get them out in front of people as well, because it puts some more spotlight on VR competitive play sports as well.
Yeah, and on top of that, it also helps these newer teams, for example, like Ember, they just got a bunch of people together. They combined like two teams into one, and now they're working together on pushing forward and becoming a better team. Same with Ronin, we're always looking at for new tactics, new strategies, and being able to see an overhead view of your match and recognizing, hey, look, this is where Ember was, this is how they hid, what their tactics were, and this is how we reacted. How can we improve? What can we do better? And it helps these newer teams really help get up to the level that they need to be to compete against the top teams, which I think is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, a little distracted there. Just trying to get the stream link posted up on the Discord for everyone to come and check us out.
No worries, no worries. Also, guys, just so you know, on League Master Channel, VR Master League Channel 1 for the Onward Master League, there is a really big game going on right now, which is Globochem versus the Stone Cold Killers, and that's going to be casted by Buxton. That's going to be an absolute bloodbath of a battle. Both sides are going to have amazing casualties. That is a game to watch. But if you're here watching, we appreciate you just as much. Also, one thing that is really fun too, Lempinski, he's 17 years old, joined this league, and he's making it out to OC5 to really start meeting people in the league, and that'll be actually a really cool experience to see him there. It's always cool seeing some younger people get into the league, because we actually do have, like, our average age is probably 24 and up, like 24 to 35. It's like the average age in this league, it seems.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
So, with that said, though, it looks like, wow, already, just like that, we're going to be going into round... Start. All right, now, of course, last time when me and Sleepy casted together, we saw some pretty mad aggression, and it seemed like who could win the aggression generally was the team that could win the rounds. So it'll be very interesting to see how that works, because right now it looks like both of them are all being kind of composed right now and not really rushing anywhere.
Natchcom was able to secure that center set of buildings, which is usually so crucial for defenders. Though, but he pops out to throw a frag, and Durfin picks him up from the shipping containers in the south there.
Trying to
Craze now
refrag.
I like Olivio's position right here. He's holding that shipping container. He can watch the east. He sees Craze push over there on the lower side of the screen. But Craze gets picked, or not picked, but hit a little bit, and he pushes back a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be careful about that position, mainly because if a nade happens to land right next to you, there's absolutely no cover for you. But he does a good job generally of holding this objective, holding this position for his team. Powerhouse and Durfin are moving up together. They got to be kind of careful, though. If they get too close together, then one nade could just end it all.
That's it. Yeah, we saw one nade almost did it all for 4 players on Danglers earlier against beginners. But I like this here. They've pushed up a nice wedge in the middle. Olivio and Craze. Oh, Olivio's going to get the trade win on Craze. Durfin picks up the refrag on Olivio.
They're pushing up very nicely so far, but it is a 2-on-4. A team kill just came out. Powerhouse taking out Durfin, evening up the playing field.
Yeah, he is not happy about that. And F. Lipinski catches F. Powerhouse with his tablet out. A follow-up frag, I think, comes out to secure the down, if anything.
It looks like they still have a good chance of actually winning this round. They just got to be careful. Durfin also right now, if I'm reading correctly, is also a reservist and is subbing for this game. So to have a team kill like that definitely doesn't put him on a good side with that team. What happens? Lipinski is hiding in a very well hidden spot behind the wooden crates. That's going to be hard to spot unless you pre-fire it. Baller's going to...
Oh, he tries to go for the cap. I think Lipinski hears the pad draw and edges out just to take down Leonidas Baller, leaving just JH105 left to defend Ember's first attack strategy.
At the same time, though, J8 should know and have a good idea of where the last person is at and should be able to plan an attack accordingly, especially with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this round. Plenty of time to be able to move in, and if Ronin gets a little bit too antsy and tries to rotate position to maybe stop and try to prevent a cap, I have a good chance of catching out Ronin.
Well, he's got plenty of time. It's 1v1, and well, he should have info on where Lipinski is at this point. Lipinski's killed 2 of his teammates from there. He hasn't really relocated at all.
Just got to be really careful about your time management here. I mean, still, yes, a ton of time left, but 2 minutes really starts pressing you. And especially that final minute can really start to force you to have to make unnecessary pushes where you just have to be more aggressive naturally because you are running out of time. He's treading very lightly, though. Like, he's almost lost. He's just checking his back a lot, making sure there's not a flank around. I'm also wondering if they're a little bit off count on how many people they've gotten down so far, because there were a couple of trades. So right now, JH might have little to no idea on how many people are possibly left.
Yeah, and the thing I just picked up looking for the first person, Lipinski's actually using night vision here, so his ability to see blending colors like the Marsat camo can be on some portions of various maps, he's able to distinguish that person more freely than when he's using his eye here, because there can be some dark crevices here where someone can hide in, especially with a lighter color camo that doesn't stick out in contrast to the floor like the black does.
Definitely, but here we go again. Is JH actually keeping track of time right now? Because there's 30 seconds left. Still is a great distance away from the objective. I'm gonna say he's losing to time right now. Unless he starts booking it in, he's gonna lose to time. Booking it in. He checked his watch.
Check the corner fast. Oh, Lipinski just set up on the corner. He heard him coming with the fast push. Saves the round at 5 seconds. But hey, I give it to JH. He went in for it when he knew.
He did, but that team kill that Powerhouse gave to Durfin, that hurt the round. They were pushing in so strong. They were moving in together, and then just out of nowhere, a team kill. That stress gets to you, though.
Oh, it's tough for sure.
Feel the pressure of the game. Still Lipinski, though, with a beautiful, beautiful 3-0 right there. Really held down his angles well. Here we go. Pretty soon, anytime now, we are going to be starting into the set. Kind of an interesting part too. You're always super curious, like, hey, what are these teams actually strategizing about? What are they planning? What's being drawn on the whiteboard? It's always super interesting to hear and look at other people's like comms. Unfortunately, we don't do that. It's good. It's a good food for thought kind of.
Yeah, I agree. But any good team should have a good balance between that fluidity and strategy. I mean, you need to have some sort of idea of what you need to do for each objective, but you also need to be able to adapt quickly if things do not go your way. And that's why I think you'll see a lot of casters and a lot of analysts talk about how that defensive rotation comes up a lot. And it's because it's so important, especially on defense, to make sure that you adapt your game plan for loss of coverage on the objective.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's the hardest part also, though, is finding a strong way to be able to defend, especially when the numbers start dwindling down, and trying to get in some good habits, good defensive habits for sure.
With some nice nades coming out over towards Sri Lankan from Ember. No effect, though. They back up just in time. Oh, I see Sri Lankan and Olivio using a shield rifle combo coming out of the tunnel here.
Yep, Mobstar, though, got taken out. Also, he's able to get revived. Nope, he got taken out by a nade. Another team kill. Durfin down, but not out. Powerhouse has a vendetta out for freaking Durfin. Got him down again.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. At least this time he's able to get him back up and say, I'm sorry.
No kidding.
Natchcom gets a nice headshot on Powerhouse. Powerhouse now getting his karmic adjusted for those 2 team kills on Durf in 2 rounds in a row. Olivio pushing up on JH, gets the pick. They're close to objective here. They're in the building. We could be seeing a cap here from Ronin.
Here. They can cap right here.
Ronin's rushing in. Sri Lankan's going to occupy him. They abandon the cap. Olivio runs away. Sri Lankan and Durfin are doing the dance. Sri Lankan comes out on top.
Crazy.
Wow, he's now in the corner getting the cap.
Crazy needs to run in, though, if he does not see him. And this is hard to see him when he's running in also.
Oh, Sri Lankan heard him coming in. He picked up his
pistol.
He's chasing after him. Oh, he gets the knife for the kill.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Himself is even laughing at that one. Man, great play there from Sri Lankan. That was crazy.
Absolutely great. Well, if Sri Lankan didn't move, he could have gotten the cap still, but you don't want to take that risk at the same time. It totally makes sense. But yeah, Craze just ran right through, did not see him at all with how dark that room is.
That was an action-packed ending there.
That was fun.
A great attack from Ronin. Wow, good job.
With that being done, Ronin so far being dominant, but it only takes 1 cap to tie it up.
Yeah, that's very true.
They're looking good so far. Powerhouse needs to get out of that -1.
Yeah, well, I mean, he keeps team killing Durfin, so I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Oh, and we're down a person right now on the Ember side of things, so...
Oh, no.
If they didn't have Durafin, though, I mean, how different of a game would this be? Durafin right now, 5-1. That's even being with cut short.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing well. F. Lipinski doing well. Olivio picking up 2 so far in the 2 rounds. Sri Lanka only getting 1, but getting that crucial knife kill to close out that last round for Ronin.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
beautiful. I'm kind of surprised also, though, that in that situation, Sri Lankan, he didn't put the shield on his back. It was on the ground the whole time. Which, while he was capping, that would have been a lot nicer of cover to have. Especially with, you know, Craze running in like that. Alright, this is going to be a big round for Ember right now. They do need to win this one. You do not want to be at a 3-0 deficit like that.
Craze getting up really quick in the center building. He and Olivio don't trade shots. Craze just takes Olivio's life. That was a big pick. Olivio can be a big playmaker. Natchcom responding back, though, from Ronin with a nice headshot towards Powerhouse. Craze frags out. Nothing to be seen.
At the same time, though, for especially this objective, there's no smokes out right now. And generally, like, that's the #1 thing we see. We see a ton of smokes right here.
Ooh, and a nice frag downing from Sri Lankan. Craze picks up a headshot to return, and then gets the revive on Durafin.
And right now, though, we do have one sneaking up, getting fairly close to objective. Baller right now. He has a chance to be able to sneak in. He'll see Sri Lankan's feet if he peeks around the corner. But, I mean, honestly, I would almost go for the cap right now. No one is really suspecting it.
Oh, he doesn't have his tab out yet. If he had his tab out here, he could have slid across, gotten in there while Sri Lankan was too afraid to peek the corner. Oh, Sri Lanka's going to cross over, but Leonidas isn't paying attention. Oh, he gets him that time.
Natcom's going to need to respond with this, but it's hard to tell where he is behind those crates.
Craze picking up another one with the F. Lipinski over on the western side. Leonidas picks up Natchcom, and Ember pick up their first round and bring it back 1-2 against Ronin.
Yeah, that was great. Leonidas had some strong kills there. He held his position well. He was well hidden. Where he was hiding, though, it was penetrable with bullets. Very easy to fire through. But it's hard to call where that spot exactly is when you're in that instance. Always surprised that he didn't go for the cap, though, especially looking around and seeing no one around. But good job, though. They still picked up the win, and it is 1-2.
I think if it were myself, I would have, after getting that crucial Sri Lankan pick when he re-peaked in the center there, I think right then was when I would have pulled my tab and gotten into that little crevice right between those 2 shipping containers and started going for the cap.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was no pressure on it whatsoever, and big opportunity right there. But still, they got the win. It's 1-2. Ember is now defending. And if they're able to win this and tie it back up, it's going to look pretty good. I'm very curious, though, to see how Ronin's going to attack this one now, too. It's also been a very calm... It's been a very calm Argo map. We usually see a ton of aggression. We see a ton of absolutely quick trades, like, right off the bat. And we haven't had a lot of quick trades. We've had a lot of... like last-minute mayhem.
Yeah, and speaking of mayhem, Ronin throwing their own mayhem, just a mayhem of smokes. Unfortunately, too many of them went right. Leonidas gets a crucial pick. Olivio's in the container. He's close enough for cap, but he's going to go in and try and clear out the objective some more. Olivio comes up. Oh, they've cleared the objective. Olivio going in for the cap. We're only 25 seconds in.
They're calling out that he's capping, but there's not enough time to actually get on objective.
They got it. Olivio able to get the objective in, and Ronin take the map 4-1. Wow, great plays there from Ronin. Wow.
No kidding. That was what, 20 minutes on that map? Absolute fire. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Craze did a good job, though. He came back from zero kills and has gone up to 5 kills. Durfin managed to not get any kills after the first 2 rounds. So Ronin did a very good job about shutting them out with that. And, wow, great cap on Olivio.
Yeah, wow. That's all I can say right now.
Yeah.
That was great play from them.
They had some good nades, too. They had one nade that took out the guy right at objective. It was a very well-placed nade. Just have to wait and see. They're talking amongst themselves. What map's going to be picked next? Because it's obviously not Downfall. That got banned. 8 and...
Are we changing maps?
Eventually.
Why is this not changed yet?
They're probably just talking amongst themselves real quick, trying to figure out what map they want to go on. Because right now it is Ember's choice, and this is a big map choice for them. Usually it doesn't take this long. Usually you're like, oh yeah, this is our strongest map. It wasn't banned. We can just pick this.
Is there no timer on the map selection?
No, there isn't.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's host now. The host just changes it.
Got it. Oh, it looks like we're going to be seeing Quarantine 1 if that quick map switch was correct.
And with that being said, here we go. Some cool.
Beat me to the punch.
Sorry, if you want to do it from now on, totally will let you.
All good. Silent, I've set some camera angles already.
Well, thank you,
You
sir.
wanna check those out before we start.
Nice palm tree. I like that palm tree. Looking good. Okay, perfect. Thank you. That'll help immensely.
Oh. Yeah, I think that one might have got moved and reset at one point during a match. Resetting that one.
That'll help a ton. Thank you so much. All right, and with that said, guys, it is going to be for the first objective some semi-truck desert action that we're going to have going on. This is a tough one, especially for attacking. There's not a lot of cover. You got to be very careful with how you move up, but there's also not a ton of places for people to hide.
Yeah, attacking this one comes down to getting some picks early, or as you crash in, knowing where to be trained, and just confusing it. I mean, the new smokes lend to so much better uplink play because they cover so much more effectively now, and I think they actually have a little bit of a more widespread coverage area.
Yeah, oh, I completely agree. And rooftop
Smoke's going to be super key in
Yeah.
this attacks here.
You just got to be careful, though, especially with Ember starting out. You got to be careful about that rooftop. That it can spot right where you're going and possibly get some pickoffs. So
Ember getting the southern spawn almost directly across from the white truck objective. And they've got a nice kind of 2-2-1 spread.
yeah, and Craze and Durfin are working together, and those were the two main killers of last round, too. So kind of excited to see what they're going to be able to do working together.
Yep, Leonidas Baller is kind of their spearhead in the push through the center.
Powerhouse and JH are going to have to be very careful. There's going to be one on the hill. Is he going to spot Powerhouse, though?
Yep, Sri Lankan now sees Powerhouse at or at least I think he does. He should see JH105 crossing here. It's gonna get him interested. Throws down his tablet. I guess maybe he didn't see it.
Maybe he's just playing Angry Birds real quick for all we know, because two people are running right up on top of him.
Gotta hear this. Oh, Sri Lankan pops up and gets Powerhouse. JH and Sri Lankan trade. Both go down. Resible.
But still, JH is not going to have time to have someone come to him. And to have someone go over for Sri Lankan, that's going to be a very huge stretch. And they might not risk it either. Leonidas Baller trying to find a pick, trying to move over. It looks like he actually might be trying to go for the revive.
Yeah, I think he is. He's going to have to be careful, though. Sri Lankan is not dead, so if he sees Leonidas Baller coming, he could call that into his teammates, and with the proper rotation from them, they could go ahead and pick up both of them.
It does look like one is making an attempt to rotate around. Maybe. He might be caught out, though. Leonidas might be able to spot him crossing. Close call, though. But he's got
Livia's coming for him, but Sri Lankan's calling it out. The res is made. They're going to hear him calling out. Olivio's rotated. He's changed his angle for the approach onto the objective. JH catches Olivio and ruins Sri Lankan's chances of getting revived.
That's one of the toughest parts. I mean, honestly, with Sri Lankan kind of being there, I probably wouldn't have rotated in that instance. I've been like, dude, you're calling out at this point. Sorry, we're not going to risk that. In this case, it did not pay off.
Oh, JH finishes off Sri Lankan with the knife to end Sri Lankan's callouts and giving Ronin no more eyes in the east.
Meanwhile, in the west, we have Durfin and Cray still moving up fairly slowly. It is a 4-on-3 right now. Marsoc so far has a slight advantage, but that can change in an instant.
Mobstar is looking east from the tractor trailer. That's not... Natchcom downs Durfin. Oh, but Mobstar sees the push from Ronin. Or I'm sorry, Mobstar sees the push from Ember in the east, and he picks one up. Taking down JH105.
Huh, I didn't know you could stand up on that. Didn't know you could stand up on the semi-truck like that. The more you know.
I'm not sure on that. Craze does get the revive in the west on Durfin, but they still got to be careful because Notchdom watching that Est heavy. Notchdom picks up Durfin again. Will Craze be able to come up and pick up Notchdom?
It's such a hard hit to make, though, especially with just how small that opening is. You really got to trust your shot on that one. And it's hard to tell when you actually hit them, too, because if they go down but aren't out, or if they go and hide, it can look like you fell over, and you can think you got them when you really didn't.
Yeah, and the long distances like that, especially when there's hill coverage like this involved, getting someone down and actually hitting them, downing them, is tough because you can't always see them to get the down to get the confirm.
Gray's managed to get Lipinski right now.
Yeah,
down but not out.
Calling out location to his teammate there, but he called him out as pushing towards the corner with the white car, so Nachum isn't looking at the right spot.
Gray's, though, is moving up, making a lot of noise, though. You got to be careful with that.
Leonidas Baller picks up Mobstar over in the north. Leonidas Baller's on the objective.
And Ember wins. Craze took out Notchcom. Notcom. Work on my names.
Notchtom.
Notchtom.
Somebody will have to correct me on that one eventually.
But still, they managed to move in together. They moved in well, got some good kills. That revive did come in handy, though. They got 2 revives that last round. Durafin got revived, and JH got revived, and that really can make a difference in a game.
Yeah. So Ember able to pick up a Marsoc win there.
So, and that's absolutely crucial because Ember needs to win this one. Otherwise, the match is right over to Ronin. But, I mean, Ember now winning in, as Marsoc get to go in as defense. So generally, defense is preferred. So, and for those of you who are just tuning in, just so you know, for the score, it is right now Ronin won the first map 4-1, and now we are on map 2, and Ember just won the first round.
And here we go, round 2, map 2.
They're not keeping us waiting. Love it.
That's it. I think that auto start function coming in handy there. Gives you 2 minutes, should be plenty of time to plan your attack. You know your spawns. Well, you know your objective. You know the spawns. Create something on the attack side and be able to move with the fluidity. On the defense, get your angles, cover the objective. No caps, no caps, no caps.
Exactly. But right now, we also do have a different spawn as well. They're going to be more of at a rush objective right here, and being able to move in a lot faster and cover some good ground. They have to be careful about the tower, though. A lot of people can be picked off really quick. Lipinski being a bush boy, though, very difficult to beat.
Hey, little baby bush boy.
I go wrong with being a bush boy. Bush boy. Oh, Vegas right there, you know.
Olivio got a nice angle over here in the west, actually. He's got eyes on that stairwell. If Leonidas Baller makes the wrong move, moves too much, Olivio should be able to see him and get the pick from way over here in the west. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
That is such a hard, like, especially with the headset on, we do have a little bit better resolution on our computer screens, and are also able to see an outline, a glowing outline.
And we're seeing a drone come out here. I think Sri Lankan launches a drone. Trying to find it here on the camera. Oh, they've got it low in the west, right on top of Leonidas Baller's position. Okay, I think he's probably confirmed Leonidas' position. Craze is firing now on the drone, and he gets it over near the objective. So they just made some really crucial informational points.
Yeah,
informative points.
If anything, it's telling you right where they're hiding. When you're hearing those gunshots, it's giving away your position. And with that being said, with the drone being shot down, he might have been able to relay some important information, and now they're moving in.
Oh yeah, he should know the position of at least 3 of their defenders from that drone run. He should know where Leonidas is. Oh, and Leonidas is able to pick up Olivio as he pushes on the west, but Lipinski heard it. He knows he's there. They also should know the position of Craze by the truck, as well as, shoot, I think it's JH there on the backside, because all 3 of them should have been visible on that drone's camera, especially how low Sri Lankan had that drone flying.
Yeah, especially. And if anything, that definitely told them, hey, you know, the roof is clear. Oh, man, and you can see Olivio back there, but Leonidas Baller is missing it. A nade distracted him, though. Almost getting picked off by Lipinski.
It's a nice frag throw from Craze, downing Mobstar in the trench. Lipinski throws a frag as he retreats, not sure. Hopefully he's going for the revive on his colleague there, but it appears he's just kind of toughing it out. Unitas Baller backing out. He's taking cover inside the West 5-story.
Tough part is a lot of time is being used right now, and they do need to get that revive. You do want it to be, you'd rather it be a 4-on-5 than a 3-on-5 for sure.
Yeah, Sri Lankan and I think it's Nachtom need to move their positions up. They're still way too far behind. They need to get up here and support their teammates here.
So, and yeah, they've just kind of been hanging around, and not a lot of success has been there with them.
Flash comes out from JH. Craze is going to push up the north ridge line. He's looking in the west. Sees nothing and goes back to the truck. Lipinski now has visual on his down teammate. Will he actually get the res? And will he get it in time? Because he killed a lot of time just waiting up there.
Yeah, because I mean, what, you have a minute and a half to maybe 2 minutes?
I think it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds until you bleed out from when you go down.
Manages to get him, though.
He does. Hopefully they're still aware, though. Yeah, it looks like Mobstar still eyes trained on that Western 5-story. Leonidas Baller just kind of hiding inside.
Yeah, but if he goes up the stairs, he's going to be caught out of position. Mobstar should be ready for that and able to pick him off fairly easily. So
Craze is rotating. Sri Lankan and JH trade. Sri Lankan still resible. JH is not. Mobstar should be able to see Craze as he rotated. Lipinski suppressing on Leonidas' position.
oh, they were both barely looking away.
Ooh, and Powerhouse takes Sri Lankan and ends him. Leonidas Baller gets Lipinski. Mobstar comes in and gets the trade with the refrag. Unfortunately, leaves Ronin with only one viable player up, and that's Notchtom.
Yeah, and he's got a 4-time scope right now, moving up to the roof location.
He's got 50 seconds, and it's a 1v3. He's got the high ground, but now he's got to go CQB, and he's got to do it with that 4X. Is he going to be able to do that?
A tough feat to make, but he just has to move. I don't think they are watching time.
No, I don't think Notchcom realizes he's got 30 seconds on this round.
Durfin coming up on the hill.
Craze, yep. Looks like Durfin's going to get him. Durfin does get him with a headshot. Ember take their second round, and that's very crucial for them. They're now set up to just sit back and defend their way to victory on this map as well.
Exactly, and I mean that's really good for Ember to see. They got a little shooken up on Cargo, but here they are. They're now 2-0 again against Ronin. I mean, we might as well just have a repeat of what happened on Cargo. Ronin wins this next one, and then Ember just runs in for the cap also, and we go 4-1, 4-1. I mean, why not? Leonidas Baller, though, shout out to him right now. Freaking killer right there. 4 kills, 1 death. He's definitely got the 4-1-1, that's for sure.
Ba-da-ba.
Oh gosh, I think we just lost like 3 subscribers with that.
Viewership just tanked. Thank you very much for that, Silent Night. That was a great bit of input, but I liked it. But I can tend to be a very punny guy myself.
Oh,
so.
Same here. Same here. My friends hate me for it.
As I'm sure mine do as well.
This is why we get along. All right, and on a more serious topic, it looks like the next objective gonna be in a small little cubby in the middle of a map.
In a small little cubby of the middle of the map.
That's what we call it, though. We always call that one cubby objective on Animal House. It's distinguishable, so you just know what we're talking about.
I heard it called many things: West Garage, West Hidey Hole, Hobbit Hole, Western Garage Courtyard, all these various callouts. You go from team to team enough, and you hear so many things. You play in a comp lobby enough with other teams, you hear it all the time. The callouts are always different, but there are some that are about universal. The main callouts,
Yep.
I think, are mostly universal.
They are mostly universal now, especially with the help of like the maps on the wiki page. They all have callouts on them. So I mean, if anything, new people who are coming into the game are able to look at these callouts and have a good foundation as to what the general public of the competitive lobbies play and call out.
Sri Lankan giving his team the early pre-round pep talk, defensive reminder: no caps, no caps. Let's hope that holds true. Ember able to get pretty close, I believe, on that last run. Let's see if they can do it again. They did get a south spawn. Craze, though, able to get Mobstar early.
That was a big kill. They got to be really careful. It looks like they are going to try to cross the street right here. And if they do decide to go for it, they are going to need to look both ways before crossing and hopefully throw some smokes. We have seen in the past people who have tried to cross without smokes. It ended up being their demise. Alright, Powerhouse is crossing. Resistance met. JH is
Nice.
now.
Nice frag attempts from both sides. Not enough arm on it though to get it to either one. But good attempts. Kept the defense on the defensive side. It kept the attackers away a little bit. Kept them back.
Yeah, one thing I was really surprised about what Ronin did just now, with the kill that Craze got, I'm surprised that they didn't rotate to watch the South Street, mainly due to the fact that they now knew where they spawned. And two ended up crossing with no resistance and are now moving up mid towards objective. Some food for thought, or at least that's what I would do. I would tell someone, or I would personally watch South Street. Make sure no one crossed, knowing where they're trapped at.
Frag comes out from center burning with F. Lipinski. It gets no one, but now the two guys that made it free up the north are getting fired on from Natchtom, who's watching that North Street cross from a pretty nice location, especially considering the objective and knowing the spawn. I think that location is a great spot.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So fun also watching the LMG fire.
F. Lipinski taking out Powerhouse. It's now 4-4. Flash comes out on Lipinski. It's Craze, but he's gonna fire on Olivio. Instead of going in for F. Lipinski, Olivio picks up Craze instead.
Right now that is a 3v4. Ember is down in numbers. Ronin might be able to win this first round. That will be a crucial point that they do need.
Yeah, Ronin definitely need to bring it back here. They need to put a stop to Ember's momentum, because, yeah, Ember's gonna, if they win this round, they go 3-up, even if they just take everyone down. So that's not gonna be good. Ronin's gonna need to stop that and put their feet into the dirt and kind of hold them back a bit.
They got plenty of time so far. Still 3 minutes left in the round.
Notchcom firing on something, not too sure exactly what he's shooting at over there. Maybe he's just trying to shoot and confirm his kill or his downing earlier.
Yeah, that's a good possibility right now. Ember has to be very careful right now. Lipinski, he is in a very powerful spot right now. And until he gets taken out, they are going to have a very difficult time moving forward.
JH is suppressing and Leonidas pops up to move. Lipinski sees it. He's called it out. Does he see him pushing now? He doesn't.
Got to be careful about Olivio, but Olivio is tucked back. He's not peeking up that South Street anymore.
JH pushes up. Lipinski sees it, but he shoots. Leonidas is going to know that Lipinski's here. Why do they keep just going past him? They need to pick him. He is a crucial pick on their journey to this cap, and they are just letting him go multiple times. Leonidas should have the drop on him right at this point.
Yeah, and once his position is given away, Leonidas' position is given away, Lipinski can have a good idea of how to take him out.
Ooh, Leonidas is going to catch Sri Lankan on a rotation and clear up another one, but that alerts him to that alerts F. Lipinski to his location. So we could be seeing a refrag come in from F. Lipinski on Leonidas here. Oh, he crosses the wall. Lipinski's looking. Lipinski gets the refrag as predicted on Leonidas.
Okay, Durafin's moment now. This is a big move for him. He's moving in. He's got to take out Olivio.
Oh, but Olivio's got the drop on him. I don't know if he heard him or what, but he was watching his angle, and he takes Durfin out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
JH, though, the last man standing. What's he gonna do?
He saw a 1v3 on an impressive Ronin defense here. But I think at this point, Notchcom can go ahead and rotate off that north push, or maybe not. It might actually prove eventful for him here, judging by JH's movements. But yeah, I might put Notchcom a little bit closer to the objective now that it's crash time. I hear it 45 seconds left in the round. Ooh, and F. Lipinski picks up JH on a push north. And Ronin take the round and get that momentum stop that we so desperately need.
Yeah, that was a really tight round. Again, you know that there is Lipinski there. You need to take the mid-burning off, or the mid-burning building, And once you are able to do that and you have that middle ground, that is a huge advantage, especially because you can catch people rotating, you can cover people watching the objective to catch anyone out. And that's generally one of the first buildings you want to take, especially on that objective. Oh well, well held by Lipinski. He did it. Leonidas, though, he's been an absolute killer on this game so far. Right now, a 5-2 record for his case. All in all, and Durfin hasn't been, you know, putting in as much as he did on Cargo. I have played against Durfin on Cargo a lot, though, and I will say that is probably Durfin's best map.
Yeah, I agree.
Still does need to lock in this. Of course, they are going to be going in defending the same objective now. And if they are able to hold it, I mean, that's going to be a 3-1. They're just going to have to win, if anything, one more defense, which is very doable.
That's a good spawn, I think, for this object. Or no.
No, this is the one you generally don't want. I hate getting spawned in this one.
Yeah, no, I misread the spawn on the map.
Again, though, they need to watch the South Street for crossing. If anything, that'll say a lot as to what they need to do. They are crossing again. No smokes. Running freely across on that South Street. Again, another possibility of 2 picks completely gone.
The 2 members of Ember have also pushed all the way across the South Street. And F. Lipinski could meet both of them here momentarily.
That is a good point. Also, Mobstar will also be in a good position to be able to push in. And maybe catch them out if they happen to be a little bit too aggressive. Mobstar, though, barely not able to see Craze in the mid-burning building. Got a frag out, I think. That's what it was. Yep.
Oh no, it's Sri Lankan takes down one of his own with F. Lipinski. Oh no, that's tragedy.
Ooh. That is not a situation you do want to be in again. Another...
And that was their guy furthest forward in the south, so their south push has basically been weakened. Honestly, Ember could take advantage and push their guys a little more aggressively in the south and kind of start cornering them in. Especially with JH here watching from the back section of the fuselage for the North Cross. They're not going to be able to go too far. Oh, but some smokes out on center burning. Nice play from Mobstar, I believe that came in from.
Yeah, you're correct. Just needs to kind of start moving, and his other teammates need to start moving up as well. They're still kind of a little bit distant. Frag out. Ooh, a flash out. That frag would have actually got him if it was a frag.
Oh, and it was good. Meanwhile, Durfin picked up a nice headshot on Natsham. Mobstar and Craze are now going to be in a Western draw-out.
Mobstar took a bullet.
Yeah, he did. You saw him pull the syringe as well. He's calling out. Craze should hear it. Still know he's there.
Olivio's right there, though.
Where did Durfin take him out from? Oh, I see. From the trenches on the South Street. Good line.
Olivio's missing Craze. Craze is still booking it around. Olivio running through, jumping the fence, running into Powerhouse, almost.
Olivio getting a nice pickup there. Craze hearing it and rotating back to take down Olivio.
One left. Just like that. Again, I'm kind of surprised, though, at the one at Ambulance, because I heard him call mid, that there was someone mid. And Olivio just ran right around and missed it. And there we go again. Ember 1, round 3, or round 4. and it's up now 3-1. Dang, yeah, this is like the exact opposite of what we saw last round right now.
So Ronin's only option here is to win this defensive round and then cap on the next round. That's their only choice.
That is a difficult situation, but gonna be curious to see how Ronin's gonna have to defend this.
Curious to what?
All right, what was that?
You cut out. You said I'm gonna be curious to, and then you cut out.
I'm gonna be curious to see like how Ronin's gonna be able to handle this, though. It is a difficult objective. We are going back into the desert. Semi truck.
And we should be getting ready to roll in any time here. Meanwhile, if anyone just tuning in, this is map 2 of the series. Ember is up 3-1. Oh, thought we had a round start there. Silent, remind me the score on the first map. Who took that one?
First map was 4-1 to Ronin on Cargo.
So series looking to be tied up here at 1-1. We'd be going to 3 for the decider. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. I know there's another great match going on over on Onward Master League 1, but we do thank you for tuning in here with us on League Channel 2 as we cover Ember versus Ronin.
Yep, it is going to be... So far, it has been a fairly exciting round that we've had, just not... not as close of a match as we would like, especially the wins that we've had on the round single-handedly. It hasn't really come down to a 1v1 kind of situation or like a 2v1 all that much. It's generally been like there's 4 left and they took out everyone else.
Ember gonna get the North Crater spawn on this northern objective. 2 guys looking to make the push on the northeast, but I think they've waited a little bit too long here, and they're going to get caught out because Ronin was definitely looking east right out of the spawn. I think you got Sri Lankan there standing on that. No, that's Mobstar standing on that tractor trailer looking east towards this push. So I think JH and Powerhouse are going to have a bell to be rung.
It's going to be a difficult situation because, yeah, you got to be very careful. And one of the biggest advantages and the biggest separations between, like, the veteran teams and, like, the new teams are they have a very good idea of timing, how far they can run and where they can get to before the enemy team can spot them.
Mobstar still just trained on that northern approach. Leonidas.
Oh, he missed the shots.
That's not good. Sri Lankan, though, should be able to cover the most northern approach there in that lane. Mobstar, though, you got to pick up those kills. Very crucial in that corner of the map.
That's almost a free kill, just running out like that. It is a hard shot to make every once in a while, you know. But do not want to be missing those shots.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where he was trained on that angle for so long. When he finally got movement, it kind of caught him off guard, you know what I mean? So yeah. His otherwise nailed shot might have been scrubbed a bit, even though it was wide out in the open there.
That's a really good point, yeah.
Oh, and Ronin getting a nice long pick. Craze getting taken down by Natchtom. So wow. Nice long-range pick.
That's a big kill right there. Craze is generally one of their main killers. Onken, fortunately, barely missing one person who's rotating now over to the roof side.
Oh no, and Mobstar misses the second one as they cross to the northeast.
Get
That's
that
not
guy.
looking good.
Get that
Sri
guy an
Lankan.
LMG.
Yeah. Sri Lankan, though, he's going to have to turn around here. He's got Powerhouse north of him in the alley. I don't think he's hurt him yet, though. This could be bad for him. He's going to push, but not the way he needs to. He's going to expose himself. Powerhouse still too far back in the alley to be able to catch him.
Oh, if Sri Lankan peeks this at the right time, he'll be able to spot him, but he's barely missing. It does look like we had one drop from Ronin also.
Oh, no, that's unfortunate. They had all 5 up. Sri Lankan and Powerhouse now in the dance, in the tango, in the north alley. No, but Durafin comes in off the northwest, I believe.
Yep, that's right. And he got a strong kill, saving Powerhouse's life. Now Powerhouse might be able to get a spot on Olivio. If Olivio pushes out away too far, Powerhouse is missing Olivio. Ooh, close call.
Oh, he's not missing him now. He sees him now. Shots coming out from Powerhouse, but a frag goes in from Olivio. He didn't cook it, though.
Uh-oh.
It's a quick reaction frag, but it's going to get 2. Oh, it gets none.
How did that get none?
Olivio's, I don't know. That frag should have gotten at least one of them, if not both. But they're going to run back. Oh, and Olivio pays him back for it.
I think what happened is it got behind the crease in the wall in one of the pillars.
Yeah.
And that saved them. That saved both of them because it should have pretty much got them.
And a frag goes way off course from JH. He's going to have to relocate because Olivio's going to be watching that alley again really hard. JH and Mobstar. Here's Mobstar's chance to make up for not hitting them on that first cross. He's going to reach for his radio. Meanwhile, Leonidas Baller picks up Notchtown. Mobstar picks up JH. And it's a 3v2.
Third time's the charm.
Durafin has now taken control of the rooftop. That is good for this cause because... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It is a 2v2 because we did have a member of Ronin drop.
Uh-oh. And Mobstar's rotating around. He will be able to get spotted pretty much by Durafin if he gets a little bit higher on the hill.
Yeah, he's making a lot of noise now. Durafin should be able to hear this. He's definitely going to hear those shots. Durafin's rifle trained immediately on the tank area. I think he feels like they were going to push up on him, but he didn't. Leonidas Baller gets in close. He's on the cap. Oh, even I didn't see that the time ran out.
Me neither.
But Ronin wins, gets their defensive round due to time, and they stay alive to, well, hopefully get the cap, because otherwise this map goes to Ember.
That was really surprising, but again, you need to be very careful about that time management. If you aren't managing your time well enough, you're basically giving away free rounds. Time management is like one of the biggest things, and getting into the habit of always checking your watch and communicating with the rest of your team. Hey, we got 3 minutes left. Hey, we have 1 minute left. That way this kind of stuff doesn't happen. Well, I mean, hey, good job. I guess Mobstar might have missed all those shots, but they still managed to get the win, so there we go.
Yeah. And they even lost the guy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That guy still hasn't come back.
There he is. Lipinski was the one who dropped. Ooh, that's a loss. Ronin is still in it, though. It's same objective. They have a chance to hopefully move in and win it, and if they do, they can at least, if anything, tie it up 3-3 and then go in defending on the last round. Let's hope. Right now, though, Ember really wants to win this. They cannot afford to lose this map. top of that, this is Ember's first game for the season, and this is Ronin's second game. Ronin lost 5-13 against Blaze. So
that's Ember's big brother team.
yeah, basically.
Because they're that group of fire-based team conglomerate of Blaze, Ember, and Hellfire, or something like that.
Yeah, I
They
think
all have it like a community, flame-based Discord and so on.
I'm pretty sure Blaze is just using Ember's fire in their logo.
Huh.
Just rushing through it.
Okay, got a West quick spawn for the Ronin team here on their push. They're going to get dangerously close here on the Northwest already. Leonidas Baller not taking that Western 5-story position.
That's
Gonna sit in the trench.
Need to take that position too.
Yeah, because he's just pretty much let 3 attackers just waltz right up to this building. Because now if they get in there, they could actually pick him laying there by the white car and open up the northwest for the team.
Well, with how they're laid out, it looks like they're assuming it's going to be crater spawn, which is a huge mistake right there, because right now everyone's pushing up.
That's true. If they could get in here and get the knife and just a completely silent kill, oh, they could just drop in off that hill unnoticed, get right up on the objective and just cap. That would be a beautiful play to see here.
Unitas, though, is getting a little risky. Trade.
Oh, and a trade!
They will be able to
Mobstar.
both communicate, though.
Here we go. We see the drone in again. Sri Lankan Onward Pilot of the Year. Oh, and it's taken down quick by, I believe that was Craze.
I think that was Durfin. Durfin just
Durfin.
one-shotted it. He's moving up aggressively, though.
He's coming in to get the res on his teammate, but I don't think he's going to know that F. Lipinski's right there. Olivio, is he going to see Durfin? No, but Durfin sees Olivio and Mobstar. Durfin picks up 2 and the res in the Western Trench. Goodness gracious, this match.
Yeah, that is exactly what Ember needed, though. Now they're on a 3v5, but they got to be careful. Lipinski has pushed up extremely strong.
1. Oh, Durfin, smart. Immediately backs away.
Drag out, though.
Needed to be cooked. Durfin able to get too far. He's going to relocate. Lipinski, though, going to take use of the hole. He's going to make a push, I believe. Nope, he's just going to wrap back around into the 5-story.
Got to be very careful, though, because Durfin, knowing he's right there, I'm hoping he communicated that to his team that Durfin is over there.
Oh, but Craze catches Lipinski peeking on the stairs and goes back to his position at the north truck.
2v4 with 3.5 minutes left. It is looking very good for Ember on taking this map.
Uh-oh. We have Powerhouse on a flank, actually, in the east. He might be able to pick up Notchcom.
Compared to
Oh, man, yeah. Powerhouse getting dangerously close. Notchcom, he does see Sri Lankan. Takes a couple of shots now. Notchcom knows he's there. He's got his gun trained, but I'm guessing he doesn't have any utility left, possibly. No frags. Because that should have been a point where I would frag in that immediate direction.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit careful, though, for Powerhouse. His butt has a good chance of just poking through and being picked off also. That sometimes happens on these walls.
I'm close.
Shot in the booty while on duty.
Very careful with that.
Oh, JH gets Notchcom from the rooftop. That was a nice rotation from him. A good kind of foresight. But Sri Lankan at 2 minutes left is taking the long route to the objective. He's going to go on a marathon run before he gets there. This is going to be Onward Marathon Running Simulator 2018. Ooh, and Sri Lankan gets that pick on JH on the rooftop, but JH still risable.
Got to be very careful with that, though. Just because there's not a lot of time left either.
He's got a minute 30. He's going to have to shoot and move, but simultaneously when he moves, he needs to be moving towards the objective.
Especially with one being caught out, with Powerhouse being so far away. If he was able to get the kills and he isn't, he had a good chance for a cap.
Yep. Powerhouse's flank was smart. He did manage to pick up 2 there on that flank. Or no, I'm sorry, JH picked up the first one on there. And then he was able to pick up Sri Lanka to end the map and clinch the map for Ember, taking us to 3 for the decider of this matchup.
Yep, exactly. And this is a very interesting thing because right now, guys, Ronin won the first map 4-1, and now Ember has won the second map 4-2. So it's about as close as it can get, and we are going into the final map. Again, they are debating on what they are going to pick for their final map. Alright, here we go.
Where do we go when we go?
Alright, who are we now?
Alright, this is going to be a big round, though. We're going to have to wait and see on what they are going to do on Bazaar. Keep in mind, this is Ronin's choice. Last time, Ronin picked the map. They won 4-1, so will they be able to repeat that?
Camera angles are set if you want to peel through those while the
Right, it all comes down to this. All their training, all their practicing, just need to win one more map and they can start out the first of the season with a victory. Pretty much what every team wants. No one wants to start out with a loss.
No, where were they for the first week of the season then?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because this is week 2.
Oh, I think Ember might be. Did they finally get the 5 together needed?
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Okay, I mean, yeah, you can start. That is a good point to make, actually. You can start a team in the league at just about any point in time in the season, so long as certain conditions apply as far as picking up members from other teams previously. But yeah, so if you build a team together yourself, you like playing, you like coordinating with others, you can actually register on the VR Master League website your team, and we can start throwing you into the mix-up, and you will get the time of your life play experience when it comes to competitive shooter playing.
Yep, and you have the opportunity also to maybe, if you get good enough, to see the world. Traveling all around the world, seeing the UK, seeing California. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. But
that's right.
It's a great time. Love this league, and if you are having an opportunity and a chance to be able to become a part of it, jump on it now because it's only going to grow from here. Taking a look over, while we're waiting also, at the... Wow, Globochem has defeated Stone Cold Killers 12-0.
Oh,
If I'm
man.
looking at that right.
And just under an hour and 10 minutes. 3 maps, that's like 20 minutes a map. So they were playing at the pace of Ember and Ronin on Cargo on one map, or all maps.
Yikes, yeah, no kidding. That was about as fast as it can come. 'Cause, yeah, they started about the same time as us, and that was an hour and 14-minute match.
I'm glad we are get to see Bazaar and not another maybe close quarters map, because we'll get to see now the coordination of the teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that, I love, my favorite one to cast, though, is Suburbia. I love watching Suburbia, but Bazaar is still,
Sure.
like, my second favorite.
Yeah, not that quarantine doesn't give us good gameplay to cover. I think that's also a great map. It's actually probably my favorite map. Yeah, Bazaar really lends itself a little bit more, I think, to the coordination of the strikes, being that there's more cover for the attacking team to move through, the defenders to hide in. There's so many angles literally everywhere you go that you have to be aware of.
Yeah, and just the map knowledge that you need, and as well as the teamwork from the rest of your team to be successful on Bazaar, it is a lot, I don't know, I don't want to say like higher level gameplay that you need to have, but like it does take a lot more, but like it's just a very, very tight map, and you got to be very careful with how you move on this one, because if not, you are going to be picked off and you are going to just be stomped on. Like, we are still waiting, though, for one more to join the room.
Yeah, I believe that is going to be Craze. He's the only one that I don't see on there. Let me see if I can pop on into the channel and see what is going on with them.
This also might be an opportunity for them to use a timeout. Maybe try to get one person in, maybe dropped, and they needed a... Also, for those of you who might just be tuning in, welcome, first of all. And also remember, the score is, right now, Ronin won the first round, which was Cargo, 4-1. Ember won the second round, which was Quarantine 1, 4-2. And here we are, waiting for the first map. Final map. Third map. Door. We're gonna get to see some pretty exciting gameplay coming momentarily. Until then, we're gonna go into a dark places no one before has laid eyes on, unless you're Will-O-the-Wisp. He's good at finding these things. But that's not the point.
Sorry about that. Looks like one of the teams, I believe Ember, have called a 10-minute timeout. Don't know if it was for technical issues, but they are trying to get their players all back together. I see Craze now has joined the room as I mentioned that. So we'll see if they are ready to go or if they still have some more time. I didn't quite get the exact start time on that timeout, so could be up to 10 minutes from now, to be honest.
At the same time, though, you do get 2 timeouts just in case you do have some technical difficulties, which we are seeing here, so they are taking advantage of that. Just in case.
Yeah, I'm not sure, though. I think Ember would want to keep the momentum going as they just came off of that map win. I feel like they could be hurting themselves by icing themselves here on Bazaar by not continuing to play through.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
But if it's for technical issues, then it is what it is.
You do. You just have to work through it. You're not, I mean, they're not running like their RTX 2080 Ti's. Come on. I thought that was standard.
Yeah, I can't I can't knock anything anyone's using because I've played Onward both on a more entry level and then more of a mid-tier level card, and I know the struggles if that is the case.
Unfortunate, but looks like everyone is readying up. They're probably going to make sure that everyone's good to go and running smoothly.
Well, if one of the teams doesn't, they could always utilize that round reset and make sure that everyone is functioning properly before they carry on. But it sounds like the round is going to be starting.
Yep, it is.
Well, they must have canceled the one that I heard, because I was not actually talking about that particular round start.
They did cancel the first one. Here we go. On what you gonna do? Big moment. I mean, usually, would you say that this map is a little bit more, like, not much, but just a little bit more Volk-sided?
Watch that way, and I'll watch this way.
No, not really. I think this one is pretty well balanced, in my opinion. I think Volk can play the right angles and hold every objective well, but I think Marsoc has enough avenues for them to also be able to come through and attack an objective without being funneled through. The only map I think is super balanced towards Volk is obviously Subway, which is why we don't see it very much, as there's only 2 choke points to fire down. But no, I think this map is overall well balanced. Some of the objectives on the map could possibly be more Volk balanced, but to me, I think it's a well-rounded map overall.
Good point. So far, it's been a whole minute past and not a single bullet really even fired. Slowly, although at the same time, Mini Bazaar right now is fairly clear. Mini Bazaar, they're not going to be able to sneak in, have much resistance all throughout here on the side, because no one's really watching it. If someone that's
well, someone sees Powerhouse, takes some suppressive fire. Now their western approach is blown. Leonidas Baller looking across the street to the tight angle on Lipinski's white carve position. He's not going to see him though. Kray's going to push out heavy and exposed on the street. Beth Lipinski gets around. Oh, is that a frag or smoke coming out? It's a frag. No connection.
all placed, but that's also kind of giving away his position. They know someone's going over here now. Respawn frag, but to no avail. Ooh, they gotta be careful.
Out from Craze. Oh no, it was a frag. Was cooked a little bit, not enough. It overflew the target. Spit it out there, Sleepy.
I was surprised that Craze actually threw a frag over there with the only knowledge that someone was over there was that a frag was originally thrown. That was really all he had to go off of. No shots were really fired from over here. Nothing like that to help give away where maybe someone might be.
Actually, though, there was shots on Powerhouse from whoever that was in the west with him. One of them initially shot, so it was to be at least expected that there was one still over there. So I mean, it was a pretty safe play. If anything, it keeps him from getting the idea of pushing out anytime soon, because someone's able to lob a frag there. They're liable to be able to shoot you from there too. Notch Tom getting a pick in the western rooms here. I think he got that across the street. That was a nice sight line from him. Leonidas Baller hearing his motions.
Popstar has to be careful, though. He's moving up and getting close to the objective. He does have a couple of people right next to him. Are they going to be able to run in and get the cap? They do have somewhat of a window of opportunity here. Popstar barely missing JH.
Nachtom picking up another, getting JH.
Upstairs
Olivia
going
runs
for
out
cap.
for the cap. Baller misses him on the cross.
Olivio's
Olivia
getting
is
cap.
on top of the objective, capping it. Durfin comes in just barely to save it. Wow, that was close.
A little bit too close for comfort on that one.
Lipinski and Sri Lankan really need to get their push going now. The smokes are there. Utilize them while you can. Sri Lankan's made a smart push. They're going to be able to... Baller seems to have seen Nachtom. Durfin, though, going to throw a couple of frags into the West Market because he thinks Lipinski's there, but Lipinski's holding safe.
They only have a minute 30 left now. Really need to start making something happen. It's 2-on-3, 1-on-3. They have the advantage now. They have a chance to go in for a cap.
Sri Lankan needs to keep Baller occupied. His teammates both are in a position that they can pinch in on the objective from the back and take it. A cap here would be crucial on the first round here for Ronin to really lock those feet in and tell Ember, we're here to win this one on map 3.
Exactly.
Oh, but Sri Lankan unfortunately goes down to Baller. No more distraction there. Lipinski and Nachtom are on the move. However, we could be seeing a cap here.
Yeah.
Nachtom going to be their best bet on that coming in from that northern side, as Baller's going to have sightline on Lipinski's approach, but Baller's coming up.
It's going to be a big moment for Baller. He's got to be very careful about how he's moving. 30 seconds left, though.
Baller's going to catch Lipinski. No, Lipinski's going to catch Baller. And Ronin take map 1 on Marsoc, getting themselves a nice edge here, straight off on the map.
Nice job, though, on the attack. Now they're able to go in defending. They're going to be covering the same objective. They're looking good. So far, so good. Unfortunately, Leonidas Baller wasn't able to get the final kill, but it wasn't a cap. With where he was at, it would have been fairly easier to, keep him pinned there while another one runs in for a cap. And luckily, Baller at least stopped that from happening. We've had some good nades here. We've had some good plays, sharp shots. All in all, got ourselves a game right now.
Yeah, buddy. It's going to 3 for you and me and all the people watching with us.
With that being said, also, we got some exciting stuff also because, we still got more matches coming up tonight. In 30 minutes, Buxton's going to be covering SMC Tactical versus Blaze. Then we also got Magnificent versus Phoenix and Sinister Pride versus the Great Apes. So 3 more matches to finish off the week. And some exciting things to see. SMC Tactical has had a lot of matches lately, but they've done some really good stuff.
Yeah, well, they had that first round bye week. They took advantage of the bye that they were allotted for the UK event. So that was a good choice on their part, I think, because there was a lot of games played overall in the UK. Not to mention the travel for a lot of the teams being from the States versus being from in Europe. Dealing with a lot of quick time changes. Time zone changes, I should say.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. And it looks like we do get this same spawn that we got last time. Like this one.
Well, Ember's going to get a nice push going, and they've already able to put eyes on the Western Marketplace stalls that normally cause problems for those crossing that mid street. But Ronin's not playing that position. They're playing a little bit more concentric around the objective, with one man in the West alleys kind of preventing an overall push from there. But I think they've got a nice coverage. Man in the north, man looking south. The other 2 focused on the street crossings near the objective. So pretty solid defense.
Yeah, still a pretty strong defense again. Looks like they actually have a pretty good spread on on Ember's side on how they are going to be attacking this one. Craze is trying to get a pick off, and if anything, he's distracting. While Durfin is moving up and around and making his way to white car.
Oh, we've got a firefight in the north. Sri Lankan sees a couple moving north. He's going to try and position jockeys for a nade. It's not going to work.
But still, getting that kind of call out, knowing that there are people coming from the north is a very helpful thing to have.
Sri Lankan here, unable to pick up his tablet. I think he thinks he has it on his back still, because he went to
Oh, he does.
put it on there. Oh, he does. Okay. Maybe that's someone else's tablet, or it's just a visual glitch on my end. But it looked like he put it on his back or picked it up, threw it over his back. Oh, almost a team kill there. A nice meeting. Oh no, they're talking.
Knockcom's got to be a little careful.
Oh, Sri Lanka needs to take that peek. Powerhouse moving foolishly in front of the wall. He's now behind it again, but that was a bold move on his part to take that side of the wall as he pushed up.
And he's sticking out kind of aggressively. Not a lot of gain.
Leonidas Baller and Notch Tom are right on top of each other. But no engagement has been made. Notch Tom trained on that angle to watch the West Street crossing. But I don't think he's going to see anyone coming from that direction. Action northwest. Sri Lankan takes down JH1. Powerhouse looking for the refrag, doesn't get it. Oh no, Lipinski takes down Notchcom as a team kill. Olivio and Sri Lankan take out Powerhouse, and the northern approach has been crushed just like that. Meanwhile, Mobstar picks up Leonidas Baller, peeking from the chain shop. Durfin and Craze now the only two members of Ember left up. And they're going up in a full 4-man Ronin squad here.
Yeah, and what? Sri Lankan is moving up aggressively, shooting at Durfin, taking him down. And they do now know where Craze is as well.
Just one left here.
But they didn't double tap. They didn't double tap Durfin.
Come on, Durfin.
Well, as we can see, Craze isn't necessarily running straight over to him either, and he's going to get punished for it. Durfin's going to speak. Sri Lankan's going to hear it. Craze is going to see Sri Lankan.
Takes him out. It's very interesting
right.
also, hearing those shots, knowing that, hey, there's a person over where Craze is at and still risking it running.
That frag going to be ineffective. Unfortunately, Mobstar's toss just too high. Landed on one of those balconies up there on the street. Craze now going to have to 1v2, but defenders a little squirrely, a little anxious as they wait for this attacker to approach.
Minute 30 left, though. Time is, again, becoming another factor.
Ooh, Mobstar with a nice little angle on that spot, actually. Able to see Craze as he attempts to push there. Craze going to push across the street really fast. He whips out the tablet. I think he's going to sneak in and do the El Vegas cap that we saw them pull on Mobstars in the tournament.
That's going to be a tough one to do, though, just because Mobstar is watching kind of close. But he will be able to sneak up to the crates. And if he's not able to be seen on the bricks...
Oh, Mobstar. I don't think Mobstar sees him.
He'll be able to get it.
He's not going to see him.
Close. 49 seconds to put the code in. He's typing away.
Craze is typing the code in. Mobstar doesn't see it at all.
He gets it.
If Ember gets the cap, Mobstar is going to be so upset on that one. Oh, and then he team kills Olivio.
Ray's got the final 2 kills with that also. Yeah.
Wow, that was a great play there on Craze's part. Well done with the positioning. And he already had his tablet out when he got over to the blue garage over on that West Street. He already had tab out. All he had to do was lay down and crawl in, and they wouldn't have heard a thing. So Olivio would have had no reason to actually know that he was there. And Mobstar, just because of the tight angle he was holding between the box and the column here, just couldn't see past that crate that's right there, laying up kind of like a ramp.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. And that's the smart part on Craze's part. He whipped out the tablet where he was a far enough distance away that they couldn't hear him. It was still a little bit of a risk because he didn't know where people were at on defending that objective. It was a huge risk on his part, but it ended up paying off, and he ended up getting the 2 points, and now Ember's up and going in defending. 2-1. Well, as this next objective is very difficult to attack on, just because of how close quarters the actual objective itself is.
Oh, yes.
It's a good one, though. We've seen some fun plays come our way with this one.
And let's see the spawns. Will we see a quick spawn here? And we do. We see a quick spawn. Is Ronin going to take advantage of this useful Marsoc advantage on this particular spawn?
But Mobster, he must have crawled right in front of you. You know, it's okay. What are you gonna do? You know where it is, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs right here in this North Hotel and try to just eat.
Alright, what's going to happen? Work with me. Alright, and it looks like they are moving in fast, and they are trying to take as much ground as they can. Meanwhile, no one's really trying to take the center from Volk's side either.
Nope, Craze just trying to get in that window, see what he can see as quickly as he can. He's not going to see anyone, though. All the members of Marsoc made it to the center building as planned on the Ronin side. While shots fired in the north, I'm guessing that would have been coming from JH. Or no, it sounds like Powerhouse was doing the shooting.
We need to have a serious talk to Powerhouse after this. Oh man, but all 5 of them are in the middle of Bazaar using this cover to their advantage on trying to move up. Baller, though, is going to be starting to move up around peeking corners. See what happens with trying to make it through. Leonidas Baller takes out Mobstar. He quickly peeks around that window, finds the kill. That's all she wrote. Leonidas Baller, though, still up and moving, but they do know where his position is.
A lot of smoke's coming out, though. Well, I guess they're pretty effective.
Yeah, it's covering up Leonidas Baller's position right now, and Olivia will be able to use this to move in.
Notchtom holding a smoke. Powerhouse is going to catch him with his pants down, I think. Oh,
Friendly.
no. And then a pick 2 from Notchtom on the refrag. Powerhouse gets Notchtom.
Olivio's going for the cap. He's on the objective, going for the cap. He's prone right now. Durfin, I don't think, sees him just yet. And he nades Leonidas Baller.
Olivio's got to have this.
Nope.
Oh, no, he didn't get it. Man, that was a lot of time on objective. He should have had that one, to be honest with you.
He should have. But dang, that is just a tough situation to be in when you hit that. When you try to hit that code, that would move it up 3-2. And Durfin's not going for the revive either.
Oh, Sri Lankan's in on the objective. He picks Durfin and picks up the round. It's now 2-2. Ronin get their second Marsoc win to keep them in it. But it sounds like Sri Lankan did not want to actually kill that last man. I think he wanted to go in for the objective.
Yeah, definitely. But
tough break there.
You should have had that revive on Leonidas Baller. But I mean, he might have been out of syringes, and Leonidas might have been out of syringe also. It's a tough situation.
Yeah, overall, though, good attack from Ronin. They were in there. They could have had, they had 2 cap opportunities there with the players that were able to get onto the objective site. So overall, a successful attack round, no matter what happened and what revives did and didn't get taken place. Still anyone's map. It is 2-2, of course. If you are just tuning in, this is map number 3. This is the series decider on Bazaar, between Ronin and Ember. Ronin just taking their second attacking round, but for some reason they haven't been able to defend. Let's see if they can turn their luck around here, take the advantage back, and win this map.
Oh man, so all
Did we
tied
call
up.
another timeout, or
Good question. And it looks like everyone's readied up though. Oh, there we go, starting. Alright, is it going to be the same quick spawn? No, it is not. They are going to be a little bit further away.
If it's not far, it's far spawn.
Going to be a big round for both teams, though. Ember's going to want to at least take this one to go in defending the final objective. If they're able to get the cap, it's over.
yeah, that's very true. Ember want to go for this cap very seriously, and then Ronin want to defend this cap beyond anything, not only to kind of get that defensive edge back, but also to stop them because they've been capped on already. So, I mean,
Well, and Olivio almost had that cap. He was... I wonder how close he was to finishing that code. Oh,
Powerhouse with a team kill on Durafin again. Oh my goodness. Powerhouse has it out for Durafin. I'm just going to say it live here on stream.
I don't know how he does. Durfin's generally a pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
And just like that, though, that's 3 people gone. One's able to still be revived, but he's not in a situation to be revived. He's out in the middle of nowhere. And
Yeah.
5 on
Yeah, that's
2.
that. Yeah, Lipinski, though, thinks he's killed JH105. So he's still watching his angle. He's still looking for someone, but I think Craze is actually going to go and maybe try and make the res on JH.
Oh, gosh. That is an awkward tent to be in right now, though.
Yeah, it's not good for Ember, who really need this attacking ground to solidify their edge in the map. Craze's approach north gets called in by Lipinski. Craze is going to peek through the window down in the northeast. Don't think he can see Lipinski. Lipinski's in a really interesting spot. It can be really risky, but it can also pay off dividends with the elevation usage of the broken wall.
Yeah, that's very true, too. It's just a tough situation. They need this revive, though, but, I mean, that is a straight shot.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Grace is giving it a go. He called out. Pretty slow. Crouch down, using the blocks ahead of him as somewhat of cover. And taken out by Lipinski.
Now down to 1 man left. And Lipinski does finally confirm JH. It is officially 1v5, and Leonidas Baller is left balling in the bazaar.
Sometimes when you do want a ball, a 1v5 is exactly what you want, but that is not the case here.
Yeah, you don't too often see that tend to be a strategy.
Of situation. He's moving in well. He still has covered a lot of good ground. The problem is once he runs into someone and has to kill them, everyone is going to be focusing on him.
Two stacking up market side, one in the alley and one on the Libyov side. I think they're gonna start smoking or grenading and getting ready to rush. Yeah.
One down. He's going to have Sir Lunkin. He might hear his footsteps. He does. Gets 2.
Wow, nice so far. He's gonna have to relocate. They're gonna close in on him pretty quick. They've got the numbers, and they should know they do.
2 minutes left, though. Still plenty of time. He heard Olivio also, but gets taken out by Notcom from behind.
Yep. Notcom saw him from the blue garage at the south side of this courtyard.
Wow, beautiful shot. Moving Ronin up 3-2. Ugh. Hope that we're able to get some kinks worked out of Powerhouse, because it'll be a big round for them. Need to stay in this game. Well, Ronin doesn't want them to, let's be real.
Well, I mean, do you blame them?
I don't at all.
Just like Ember doesn't want Ronin to win.
Well, here's the problem right here, right now. I mean, look at Ember. JH and Powerhouse are at 0-4 and -1-4. So, and that's kind of really hurting them. On the other side, on Ronin, everyone else at least has a kill. And so, it's just a difficult situation to be in. But basically having 3 people who are getting all the kills and everyone else who's just being cut short.
Yeah, Baller going hammer. 5 and 4 on this map so far. Craze with an objective uplink, plus 4 kills and 3 deaths, doing well as well. Natch Tom 5 and 1. F. Lipinski 4 and 1. Sri Lankan 4 and 3. Yeah, you can definitely see where, you know, each round was fought and won by which side. I mean, but there were definitely some contenders. Oh, and we have another mirrored objective, Silent.
Oh boy.
We're back to the west by the red truck.
Here we go. Going to do, and they are going to be having an opportunity to run straight up the line if they so choose.
Ember gonna get a bit aggressive in the north. Powerhouse moved up quite aggressively, about halfway down, almost to the pallets and the concrete bags.
Yeah.
Looking for any Ronins in the north.
Yep, it is pretty smart though, pushing Powerhouse out the furthest. That way he doesn't have to worry about anyone. If they are in front of him, it is an enemy.
However, the enemy not exposing themselves to the North Street, so effectively still able to push up. Don't think Mobstar is going to have any kind of angle on him from him. No, too far back around the corner. And Ronin will get some much needed real estate on the map.
That is for sure. Mobstar is peeking currently through the crack, maybe hoping that someone runs through. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like anyone's even around there. Gonna have a good peek coming up. Also be careful where Craze is located right now. Well.
Yeah, that window.
Yep, but once he's known, he is kind of trapped.
I can fall out to the west and get out of there pretty easily.
Gotta be a little bit careful. Lipinski is gonna be moving. Craze might be able to hear him if he makes too much noise.
I doubt it. Lipinski seems to be going at a pretty slow rate. I think, however, Craze is going to just periodically check that window. But the periodic check doesn't come up with anything, but Lipinski's still making his way forward. Oh, I think Lipinski might have heard him. And Craze may have heard Lipinski as he backed away.
He is peeking that window.
Both admitting behaviors of that of a person who just heard another person, and Craze might have just fragged himself, but he poked around the other side of the wall, saved his own butt.
Very careful with that. Especially in this round. You do not want to have to give that up and accident kill yourself.
JH and Powerhouse are firing at imaginary enemies on the north side. I don't know exactly what their plan is. Ronin, meanwhile, taking down real estate, just slowly ironing out the wrinkles in the land.
Same time, Powerhouse has completely almost flanked around.
Unbeknownst to him.
Yep, and at this point, he pretty much is going to be able to sneak around, go through Bazaar, and if he's lucky, pick a couple of people off. Finally lose that -1 that's been haunting him for 2 maps tonight.
Well, wait a second. How close is he to Durafin?
Oh, Durafin's on objective. Extremely far
Okay.
away, but a bullet will still find him from Powerhouse.
Somehow, some way, the bullet will find him.
It's the magic bullet, man, all over again.
Oh, and Mobstar is able to actually push across behind Craze's back without him noticing. Brad gets thrown up by, I believe that would have been F. Lipinski. Fortunately, couldn't go into the window. So Mobstar is going to be able to sneak around JH, rotating back around from the north. And Powerhouse still sitting back there on the flank of Ronin, but not really doing anything with it. I mean, he's finally looking that direction, but he's not making any sort of progress, really. If things go crashing in on Ember here, he could be left too far out to defend a cap.
Mobstar reading the field pretty good, not getting a team kill. Smokes are going to start coming out. Baller's opportunity here is going to be crucial, though.
Craze is going to pick up F. Lipinski in the south side, on the south street.
Olivio's going for cap.
Inside.
Oh, but he stopped going
no,
for cap.
What's he doing?
Why did he stop cap?
They had no idea. Here comes JH. Olivio's going to pick up the refrag and the trade. Oh, but they're too deep in enemy territory. Nobody's going to be able to get to them. Their only people left are in the south. And they're going to have to deal with people of their own. Sri Lankan, I think, definitely hits Durafin, but he's not down. Baller gets up Craze. Durafin's putting out shots on Sri Lankan. Sri Lankan picks up Durafin instead. Craze takes down Sri Lankan. Notchtom takes down Craze. Jesus, it's a trade fest up in here. And Leonidas Baller is left in the same position where he is across from the objective.
This is a big moment, though, for Notcom. He's at 1 minute left, and he needs to kill at least one person or get on objective. He does have 2 people who are still alive, which can relay information as to where the last person is, but Notcom is very pressed for time right now. He just has his tablet out running around, too. Ugh.
Yeah, I think Leonidas Baller gonna hear it. No, Leonidas Baller's gonna check back. Oh, gonna be a game of cat and mouse here, but it's gonna come to an ending very soon. Notchtom being very loud. Leonidas gonna see him, and Ember's gonna save the round and take us 3-3. Oh, we're gonna go to the very last round on this
No
match.
kidding. Well, I'm wondering, like, what was Olivio and who was the other one? Mobstar doing? Because I would have been using that to give as much information as possible, especially saying, hey, he's up, he's peeking around outside. Because it looked like they did have the angle to be able to communicate that out. Still, right now, Notcom 7-2. Sri Lankan 5-4. I mean, Leonidas Baller 6-4. Ray's 6-4 also. I mean, lots of high kills right now. All around. Ronin, though.
And then there's Powerhouse.
And then there's Powerhouse. I didn't want to say it. I didn't. We all thought
It has to be said.
We all thought it.
It's okay, Powerhouse. We all have those days, bud. If you're watching this back, please don't shoot me.
We still love you. Well, I mean, he'll only shoot you if you're on his team. Okay, sorry. Too soon? Sorry.
Ding! And Silent Alive is awake, everybody. Welcome, Silent Night, to the cast.
All right, and here we go. This is going to be a big round. I will not doubt if they use all 2 minutes to really plan this out, making sure they have everything thought out of, covered. It's going to be as close as it could be.
Yeah, Ronin seems confident they're all ready. They're good to go. Meanwhile, Ember holding one off. It's Durafin. He's probably asking Powerhouse if he's going to shoot him again this round.
I would just say, Powerhouse, you're running around with 2 knives this time. Good luck.
Make him turn in his weapons at the start of the round, and he has to get a knife kill to earn his gun back. Whee!
All right, here we go. Party time.
Party time. Excellent. Shit.
You hold this, I'll be very proud of you. You shouldn't be working this hard again.
And Ember is forced to do what few hate to do, or what few like to do, and that's be forced to win a Marsoc round to win your match.
Alright, and here we go. They're off to the races. Durfin and Krace have been working together this entire match, and they've actually had some really cool plays together. They work really well together.
You said Durafin and Krace?
Yeah,
Krace is by himself.
Yeah, they've been sticking together a lot lately. Mobstar, though, taking out Powerhouse.
Confirming him as well. Good play there. Getting that double tap.
The big moment right off the bat, going down to a 4v5. Do have one sneaking up the mid. Lower. Leonidas Baller. Trying to get a good peek on someone.
Quite a bit of noise though. Noctom seems to be more focused on that angle behind him than the one in front of him, and he's right to think that, because Leonidas is close enough to take him out from there. Meanwhile, Craze is also moving up in the southwest. He'd be looking for that angle soon too.
Yep, and JH is still kind of pretty far back. Durfin is at least watching the mid street, making sure no one peeks out, goes up and around. But JH is just kind of hanging out and moving up incredibly slow. 2 minutes have passed, though. Still plenty of time left. They are probably treading a little bit more lightly just due to the fact that they've already lost one. Baller's doing a very good job at being patient, making sure that if he does happen to catch anyone out, he'll be able to get the kill. He's been up there for about a minute now.
On board Sri Lankan, is he gonna see Lipinski up there? He doesn't, but Lipinski doesn't see him either. Craze pushes up on the western side. He's getting close to the boxes near the white car. Notchtom should be the one who should have the angle to take him out if he sees him. Notchtom not looking though.
Nope, he does need to be very careful though, because there are two specific pinch points. One's in the mini bazaar and one's over there with Notchcom. Really, he only has probably enough smoke for one. If that, he threw a nade out. Avail. Really need to get that equalizing kill, but they are still moving together. They're getting into position and they're about to make their big push.
This Craze is gonna see Notchtom. He does. Quick 2-shot, make him drop. Ember turns it around. It's 4v4 again.
Also in a very good position. Might be able to catch one. Able to peek out just in time.
Ooh, Mobstar finds Leonidas Baller. JH105 is there to get the refrag. Durafin also in the move to back up as well. They're going to get Leonidas up. It's 4v3 now in Ember's favor. This is not looking good for Ronin on this last final point decider of this series.
Same time, all of them, though, are very tight on objective. This is still going to be a big wall to have to make it through. Ooh, Sri Lankan has run through, and somehow that wood has saved his life. Giving him just enough cover to not be hit. Nade out.
Oh, I thought that went through the door just from the angle I was holding, but it was just outside. That was a nice frag from Sri Lankan nonetheless. Ooh, Olivio sees Durafin.
Craze taking out Lipinski.
Oh, I forgot about Craze down there.
Olivio taking out Leonidas. Man, it is a 3v2 now.
JH101's got Sri Lankan out. Now Durfin's taking him out. If Craze can push in from the south here, it's over.
Durfin's moving in though. Oh, but he's not going for the cap just yet. They have the advantage 3-1. He did frag to stop the cap.
Frag comes out. Craze is, oh, it's too early. It could have caught Craze with his tablet out. Oh, but he's not going to be looking quick enough.
And it is a trade again. 4-3. Ronin ends up barely losing it in the end. Ember taking the W. Just
wow,
like
that was a great matchup. It came down to the last round, and it was a nail biter at the end. Man, it's a nice game.
Kidding. Yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to rewatching that one. That was actually a really good game, all in all. Powerhouse never got out of that -1 though.
Poor Powerhouse.
Oh well, food for thought. Definitely gonna have some things to watch over and work on, and it'll be good. But with that being said, guys, that will be our broadcast. Thank you so much for being here. Been an absolutely good time. Sleepy, thank you so much for joining me on this one also.
Oh yeah, of course, man. It's my pleasure. Always good to cast with you, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and hop into casting 1 with Buxton and get in on that final SMC. Was that SMC versus Blaze? This should be another exciting one. So I'm gonna hop on in there with him, and I think that's gonna be over on Master League 1. So anybody who wants to continue watching some more Onward action, just hop on over there while we take to that.
Have a good one, guys.